Have you ever been in that really frustrating situation? You know, you're prepared, you know the grammar rules, maybe even perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
You've listened to hundreds of hours
Yeah.
of English content. But then the moment comes, the moment you actually have to speak,
Yeah.
and it's like something physical happens. Your lips freeze up.
Your tongue feels heavy.
Exactly. And your brain just goes blank.
It's an experience that, millions of advanced English learners
Yeah.
share. And the common thinking is, oh, I just need more words, or I need more grammar lessons.
Oh, wait, more information.
But we want to reframe that today. The shocking truth, the one that traditional learning almost never talks about, is that this isn't usually a failure of your intelligence.
No.
It's a failure of physical training.
That's a fascinating way to put it. So if we accept that idea that speaking English isn't just mental, it's muscular, involving your lips, your tongue, your jaw. What does that mean?
It means everything. If you start speaking like a physical skill, like, say, playing an instrument or learning a sport,
Yeah.
you realize something. If those muscles haven't been exercised, they're going to feel slow and unnatural when you try to use them. You're basically asking an untrained instrument to play a really complex piece of music.
And that's what we want to tackle with you today. We're going to go beyond the textbooks and give you a practical, an actionable way to transform your physical ability to speak.
We've put together a structured 5-minute daily routine. And this isn't about memorizing more words.
No, not at all.
This is about building muscle memory. It's designed to move you from just passively learning English to actively, physically speaking it with flow and with confidence.
Okay, so let's really unpack this core idea.
Yeah,
Speaking is muscular. The fitness analogy you mentioned is perfect.
it really is.
Think about it. You could spend months studying the perfect way to do a heavy lift in the gym. You could know all the theory, which muscles contract.
The whole technique down to the last detail.
But if you never actually try to lift that weight, what happens when you finally step up to the bar?
Your muscles are weak, they're not coordinated, the weight it collapses.
It collapses. And it's the exact same principle with speaking English. Your brain knows the words, it knows the grammar, but your mouth, your tongue, your jaw, all those parts, they aren't physically trained for the demands of English. They're used to the rhythm of your native language.
So they're lazy in a way. They're clumsy and slow when you ask them to do these new English movements.
And that's where it gets even deeper. English has this unique rhythm. It's a stress-timed language, which means we speed some parts up and we really reduce vowels in others.
Right, which is very different from a lot of other languages.
Very different. And it means your mouth has to move really fast between strong and weak positions. You have to physically train for those unique sound shapes, like the sound or that soft T in the middle of a word.
And that physical part is why so many people hit a plateau. You've repeated sounds in your own language thousands and thousands of times since you're a child. You built that speed.
You built the muscle.
You built the muscle. If you skip that daily, focused, physical repetition in English, you're always going to hit that wall where you understand everything, but you just can't get it out smoothly.
So if consistency is the goal, how much time are we talking about? This is the good news. We think 5 focused minutes a day is enough.
Just 5 minutes.
Because the goal isn't to be fluent overnight. The goal is building tiny, repeatable habits that literally rewire your muscle memory. It's about movement.
That's a critical distinction. We're shifting your focus from the quantity of English you listen to the quality of the practice you actually do. This is performance training for your mouth.
Okay, let's walk through the system. Step 1 is the mouth warm-up. 1 minute. You cannot skip this. It's like stretching before a workout.
You have to do it. It shifts your mouth out of your native language's default settings and into English mode.
Exactly. So first, you do what we call lip rolls.
Yeah.
You gently buzz your lips, like a motorbike sound, brr, for about 5 seconds. Do that 3 times.
You'll feel it activate the muscles.
Next, the tongue stretch. Push your tongue out as far as you can, then pull it back in, slowly, 10 times. Then loosen your jaw. Open your mouth wide, then close it, gently, 5 times.
Release that tension. So much speaking anxiety is held in the jaw.
It really is. And finally, the smile stretch. Just stretch your smile as wide as you can, hold it for 5 seconds, and then relax.
It might seem simple, but this is so powerful. A warmed-up mouth produces smoother, less effortful sounds right away. It just sets you up for success.
Okay, step 2, the mirror technique. another minute. And this one is so important because it deals with the fear of how you look when you speak.
The fear of judgment, even from yourself.
Exactly. If you're afraid of how you look, your mouth will automatically tense up. So stand in front of a mirror and really look yourself in the eyes. That direct contact builds confidence. Then pick one simple sentence, something positive like, I am committed to speaking confidently today.
And then what do?
You say it slowly at first, just watching your lips and your jaw move. You're building an awareness of the physical process. Then you repeat it 5 times, getting a little faster each time.
So the mirror stops being a judge and it becomes your coach.
It becomes your coach. You're watching yourself succeed, and that's a powerful psychological boost.
I love that.
Okay, now for step 3, shadow speaking. We give this 2 minutes. This is all about building real-time coordination.
Shadow speaking is basically simultaneous repetition. You listen to a short audio clip, maybe 5 or 10 seconds long, and you repeat it aloud immediately.
And the key is you're trying to match everything. The speed, the tone, the rhythm, even the emotion of the original speaker.
Right. So let's say you hear a phrase like, I don't think that's a good idea. You're not just saying the words, you're trying to match the entire musical curve of that sentence.
You're training your mouth to keep up with native speed. It forces your ears, your brain, and your mouth to finally work together in real time.
It's all about that reaction speed you need in a real conversation.
Wait, that's a really good point. But if we're focused so much on speed and just repeating, isn't there a risk of, reinforcing bad pronunciation?
That is a very important question. And that's why it works best with material you've already listened to a couple of times. You have to pick high-quality audio.
Okay.
And maybe listen once or twice just to catch any unusual sounds. But remember, the goal here isn't perfection, it's flow. We're training the flow first, and we can refine the details later.
Got it. That makes sense. And we finish with step 4, the fluency loop. This is the last minute. This one is all about stopping that overthinking habit. So you're getting a simple sentence, like, I'm going to improve my English, and you say it in a loop of 3 different speeds.
Slow, normal, and fast.
Exactly. First, very slow. You're focusing on every single sound. Then, normal speed, smooth and steady. And finally, fast. You push your speed a little bit, linking the words together confidently.
And you repeat that loop 3 times.
3 times. Slow, normal, fast. Slow, normal, fast. Slow, normal, fast. This trains your brain to see that pattern as easy, no matter the speed.
And when you do that whole 5-minute routine every day, you've trained the instrument. You've built the muscle memory.
But sometimes, even after all that training, the sound can still be a bit robotic.
Right.
Which brings us to the next big problem, flow and rhythm. Most non-fluent speakers talk word by word. I am going dot bank. It's very flat and mechanical.
And this is where we have to understand that native speakers just don't talk like that. We don't speak in individual words, we speak in sound clusters.
Flow units.
Flow units, exactly. Groups of maybe 3 to 6 words that just flow together in one smooth breath, like music. Fluency is really about the flow of sound.
So you have to stop thinking, what's the next word? And start thinking, how do I deliver this whole little thought in one smooth unit?
That mental shift changes everything. When we speak fluently, we blend words together. We use things like vowel reduction. So a question like, what are you doing? The words kind of break down. The R almost disappears.
It does. It becomes something more like, what are you doing? We prioritize the rhythm over pronouncing every single letter perfectly.
Exactly. Another classic one is, did you eat? It's never said like that. It all flows together to sound like one word. Did you eat?
Did you eat? Yeah. Or, I don't know, becomes, I don't know. That's why English can sound so fast to learners. We're constantly dropping, reducing, and blending sounds together.
So how do you practice this?
You focus on sound clusters. Every day. Choose 3 common ones. Maybe something like, gonna go now, wanna see it, or let me know.
Okay.
And you practice them like a song. Repeat them 10 times with a rhythm, like a rap or a chant. That bypasses the grammar checker in your brain and just builds the muscle memory for the flow.
And then you have to use it right away. So if your cluster is going to go now, you make your own sentence. I'm going to go now. I'll call you later. And you say that whole thing as one smooth rhythmic sound. And you absolutely must record your voice. Use your phone. Listen back right away. Just listening for the speed and the naturalness.
Okay, but we can train the mouth, we can train the flow, but what about the mind, the inner game? Sometimes that's the biggest blocker of all.
Absolutely.
Because if the brain, which is the pilot, right?
Yeah.
Is full of fear and overthinking, the voice just breaks. fluency dies right there.
And that's performance anxiety. Deep down, when we feel judged, the fear center in our brain, the amygdala, it triggers a fight or flight response.
And that physically affects you.
It physically shuts you down. It restricts blood flow to the parts of your brain you need for complex grammar and planning. The fear literally stops you from being able to say the smart things you know.
So the mistake people make isn't a lack of knowledge. It's prioritizing correctness over connection.
Exactly. If you're only focused on, is my grammar right? Your speech becomes robotic. But people remember your energy and your emotion way more than your perfect grammar. You have to feel the sentence.
Which leads us to the next step for the mind. Speak like an actor, not a student.
Yes. Acting helps your brain forget about mistakes and just focus on delivery.
So take a simple sentence. Let's say, it's going to be a great day. Now, try saying it with 3 totally different emotions.
Like excited.
Excited, then angry, then maybe nervous, and you'll notice your voice changes, your body shifts, the rhythm is different. When you embody the emotion, you stop thinking about grammar. You just become the sentence.
Fluency is feeling, not fear. And you also have to build mental shortcuts to stop translating in your head.
Oh, translation is the killer of speed.
It is so slow and inefficient. So when you hear a phrase like, let's catch up sometime, you need to train your brain to instantly connect that sound with the feeling of a friendly invitation. You bypass your native language completely.
This means that system. You hear, I'm starving, and your brain instantly connects that sound to the image and feeling of, I'm really hungry, I need food now.
You're building direct fluency triggers. They lead to automatic, fast reactions, not slow, careful translation.
And finally, you have to use your body. Stand up when you speak, use your hands, move around.
All the research shows that when you physically engage your whole body, the brain-mouth connection gets stronger, your memory improves, and your presence it increases. You're training to be a speaker, not just study the language.
Okay, let's talk about our final crucial section, the science of smart repetition. Because most people repeat the wrong way.
Flat, robotic, just copying a sound until they're bored.
And that doesn't build the confidence you need when you're under pressure. Smart repetition is a layered system.
We call it the 5-stage repetition system. You take one sentence, maybe a challenging one like, I don't know what to say, and you put it through these 5 stages.
Stage 1 is slow clarity. For 1 minute, you say the sentence very, very slowly. You stretch the vowels, you focus on the physical movements of your mouth. This is pure muscle strengthening.
Stage 2, flow repetition. For another minute, you say that same sentence in one smooth, connected line. Normal rhythm, normal speed. You're focusing on linking the words. This is for conversational speed.
Stage 3, emotion repetition. Another minute. You say the sentence with 3 different strong feelings. So say, I don't know what to say, with sadness, then with anger, then with confusion.
This trains your brain to own the delivery, to use intonation to convey meaning.
Stage 4 is pressure repetition. For 1 minute, you say it fast as you can while staying in control. You push your speed limit. This trains your brain to react instantly without thinking.
And the last one, stage 5, real-world use. In the final minute, you use that one sentence in 3 different imagined situations.
So you can say it to your boss in an interview, then to a partner in a romantic moment, then maybe to a stranger in an awkward situation.
And this builds the confidence for actual practical application. After those 5 minutes, that one sentence is a fully integrated part of your voice.
And that focused strategic approach is the difference between someone who just consumes English and someone who becomes a truly fluent speaker.
The path is clear. You train your mouth physically, you train your mindset, and you repeat smartly every single day.
So think about this. How many opportunities has fear already cost you? The job you didn't apply for, the connection you couldn't make, the idea you kept to yourself. The only way to change your future is to start the training now. You have to embrace the awkwardness of the physical practice to achieve that freedom of expression. Don't let fear control your voice. Your fluency begins the moment your dedicated training starts. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon because this is how you get the notification immediately. See you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.